Cody Collier, welcome to ATV-TALK's race report that you helped come up with. So I'm never going to let you live that down. Every time we talk about it, I'm going to give you the credit.
I appreciate it, man. Like I said, it's me and the girlfriend just shooting the chute on the way down to round one the other weekend, and just thought you'd be the guy for it. So happy to make it happen.
Well, I appreciate that. You know, now I can tell you what I was doing. We were actually shooting that video for 4130 Motorsports.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I didn't catch on to what you were saying.
Yeah, like I said, I tried watching that 4130. You're telling me about it at the track, but there's just no service Friday. That's why I was in my car at that Burger King doing the pre-race report for you.
You did get her better food than Burger King, I'm hoping.
Yeah, yeah. On the way home, we got some good stuff. What we get? Popeyes. So we are all
Popeyes.
Set up. That's what she was wanting. You never know.
Well, you know, if that's what she wants, then that's, you know, they always get what they want, right?
Absolutely.
Exactly. So let's get into a couple of the other classes. Let's talk about XC2. How did that roll out during the day?
XC2, Steve Harrell kind of just ran away with it. You know, I knew he was going to be strong. He's normally really good at Florida. He trains there a lot in the off season. No, he lives out in that Jersey area, so he gets it's pretty much sand out there too. So he's pretty good with the sand. Yeah, he ran away with it. Dylan Walraven had a really good ride. Got second place in the XC2 class. Wasn't really expecting that from him. I was expecting him to get a few top fives this year and, you know, maybe sneak in for a podium. And he snuck in for that podium, got second this race. So shout out Dylan. And then Grayson Eller rounded out your podium again, back-to-back third place rides for him. So super consistent to start the year. I think that puts him, if not second in points, third in points, because Brandon Owens, who got second at the first round, got fourth place in points. So that's going to be tight there. Don't know what happened with Bellins. Normally super fast, super strong, but he's no how a guy like me, and we're not great with the knee-deep sand wilts for 2 hours. So once we get back in dirt, you'll see Bellins pick it back up and be battling for wins again. Well,
it looked like they had a pretty good race, though. And I was looking at the results, and they mixed it up. Other than the 1 spot and the 3 spot stayed the same. So,
yeah, that class, you know, they're young, so there's gonna be some inconsistencies there. So, and then you know, same thing with the XC1 class. It looks very different from round one. A lot of mixing up in spots up there too.
Yeah, we'll get to those guys in a bit. But did you have any luck getting to watch any of the youth classes by chance?
No, like I said, I fell ill Thursday night right before our podcast and tried to just fight through it. And then was Friday night, I guess. Sorry about that. I got sick Friday night after walking the track. Felt great walking the track. I got sick Friday night and wasn't feeling well Saturday morning. Got all the rest I could and slept through the youth races. But I did look at the results. Same 1-2 from round one. Andrew Smallwood getting that win. Bryce pulling second overall, and then all sorts of mixed up through the top 10.
Nice.
I'm really wanted to, but I just wasn't feeling well this round. So,
do you think it was something with the weather or something that you had eaten?
I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a mixture of like the heat and the pollen. You know, it's a little different. I got a little bit of allergies. It normally doesn't bother me, but I don't know what that was that got me.
Wow. I hope you get that worked out, because you got to do this again in just a couple of days.
Yep. No, I'm still feeling it. It's still kicking my butt a little bit, but we're hanging in there.
Make sure you stay hydrated, brother.
Oh, yeah.
So the youth guys we'll get youth people. If you're listening and watching, we will cover you. We will get you some of the results of some of the classes and talk about it. So I know Cody is really excited about reporting on you guys. So please don't think we're not going to do that.
Yeah, I definitely want to, like I said, want to get more involved with the future of the sport. Just a lot of people I grew up with riding are aged out. Now there's only like a handful of youth riders that I know. So just trying to get back and get some more familiar faces.
Right. Those XC2 guys, how close were they to the XC1 guys? Did you get any times or see anything like that?
I did minutes. Bryson himself won by 3 minutes. one over second overall of Hannah Hart. So there's minutes of gaps. I want to say it was 10 minutes. I'm just off the top of my head say it was 10 minutes back to first place of XC2 in the overall of Steve Harrell.
Maybe we should put Bryson on a 4x.
No, he's just on another level. Him and Walker were just out on an island on their own. Without Walker, it's just Bryson by himself. So going to take something special to challenge him this year.
Wow. So I know we want to talk. There's 2 classes I want to talk about really deep. I want to get through these other ones first. WXC. Eiioff does it again.
Yeah, in dominant fashion. I think it was like a 1.5 minute win for her, and then got on the podium, overall podium, got that 3rd place spot with me and Frazier having issues. Landon and Haedyn had good rides, 1st and 2nd overall, and then Eiioff 3rd overall, Hannah 4th overall, 1st and 2nd that WXC class. Eiioff looks strong this year. Hannah's said, in her race report said she's got some things to work on, but she's the champ and she'll be swinging for round 3.
I did not get to see how the rest of the class broke down. Maybe I did, but I just can't remember who the 3, 4, 5 were. Did you catch that?
Kate Osburn got 3rd. I seen her going by me when I was on the side of the track, and then that was it for me. Kate Osburn got that 3rd place in that WXC class.
Nice.
And she got like 7th overall. So strong ride for the WXC class this round. Normally they're a couple in the top 10, but they're more on the podium, one in the top 5, and one in the top 10. So they look strong this weekend.
Yeah, it looked like it. That class, I think, is pretty stacked with some really, really good talent, don't you?
Yeah. No, there's a lot of people coming into their own. They've had a couple strong amateur riders come up through the years. And then they've got Tracy always keeping them honest, always keeping them on their toes. So they've got all walks of life in that class right now. It's cool to see.
Yeah, you can never count her out. I mean, a multi-time champion like that, and she's still fast and still strong. From everything that I've never got to meet her or talk to her, but everything that anybody has told me about her, she's super strong and still able to go fast.
Yeah, she's like 5'4". She's a short gal, so she's great with conserving her energy and just being a smart rider, and that's how she got over championships.
Well, dude, that's whatever it takes is what it takes, right?
Yeah.
Daytona was today too. I don't know if you heard anything about that at all.
I didn't. I saw podium results, and then our boy John Glauda JR coming back off illness raced today. He actually Junior didn't even race that XC1 class this past weekend because he was so sick. Sounds like the same exact thing I had. Just maybe mine wasn't as bad as his, but got lined up. Got 5th in his heat. Don't know where he finished though. I haven't seen the full results of that.
Neither do I. We were trying to do a little bit. I was talking to Jacob Stevens about the Works race last night, which will publish the same day this does. And we were hashing back and forth who would be on the podium. And I threw out the curveball that says, hey, unless Chad and Joel come out in the front, they're not going to be on the podium. And what happens? They come out in the front and, 1-2 with Bryce Ford 3rd. And, everybody said Joel was just on another planet.
Yeah, Junior was talking about it a little bit. We're in a group chat together talking. He's just like, Joel is just an alien. He's just from another planet, a guy, what he can do, and just giving a little bit of from his perspective. And he was, in the race with them, running top 10, I believe. So,
yeah, it's going to be an interesting year. I really honestly believe, I don't want to talk about motocross, but I really honestly believe that there are going to be some of those young kids that are going to come up and challenge him because they just can't let him run away like this. They just can't do it. They got to go out there and do it.
Yeah, someone tell these GNCC boys that about Bryson.
Exactly. Same thing, dude. Just latch on and go with him. Hunter, what are you doing, man? Why are you waiting?
Yeah, our problem this year is he's been getting bad starts. He's been outside the top 5 both starts this year. So he's been having to come through, and by the time he gets that 2nd, 3rd, Bryson's gone.
Right. Adam McGill had a good run.
awesome ride for Adam. After coming off, he's got Lyme disease. For those who don't know, he's struggling with that right now. So with that ailment, he got ninth at round one, I believe. So to step up from that, be a top running fifth and being within 30 seconds of the podium pretty much the whole day. And then Jared McClure was battling for the podium spot all day until the last lap. He made a bobble and let Adam by, but Jared still ended up fifth. So awesome rides for both of those guys.
Yeah, and they're both riding Hondas, is what it looks like to me.
Yeah, they are there. I think they're the last two. I think they're the last two in GNCC pretty much. There's plenty of Hondas out there, but no, like the XC1 and XC2, it's, everyone's on Yamaha now. Just the last of their kind.
Well, dude, they're also probably a little older than most of those guys and a little more seasoned.
Is that they know that setup. They don't want to do all that testing on the Yamaha, and they're sticking to their guns, and they've got a setup that works. And obviously, it works well enough to be top 5 in XC1. So, and win races. They've won plenty of races in the past. Yeah,
I think that I think they still have some wins left in them, but they just got to freaking latch onto that Bryson Neal guy and reel him back in a little.
Yeah. For Miguel, it's just getting through his ailment and figuring out what he's got to do to work around it and to be strong for 2 hours. He's not any slower than he was a couple of years ago. He's faster, if anything. So it's just putting those pieces of the puzzles together for him, getting his confidence back. And McClure was number 3 in the nation a year or two ago. And then last year he broke his collarbone and missed a couple rounds and ended up ninth overall for the year. So he's running that number 9 plate this year. Rode much better than the number 9 plate, obviously, last year. And he's going to be a top 5 guy very consistently.
Yeah, he's a super talented guy. I've seen him ride on the West Coast. I've heard of him riding overseas. He's very well-rounded talent. The only problem I have with those two guys is they're afraid of the microphone.
Yeah.
Adam's got an amazing following on his platforms. He just doesn't do media that well, and reached out to both of them to come on the show. So I'm calling you guys out, Adam McGill, Jared McClure, I'm calling you out. I want to get you on the show. I want to talk to you about racing in the woods and racing in the desert and some of the other things that you've done. So we're just going to use this as a call out right now. Come on, guys, come on the show. Let me hear what you got to say.
Yeah, we want every opinion from GNCC, it'd be cool to have a little bit.
Say that again.
A little bit of everyone chiming in, get from all perspectives.
Yeah, it seems like the younger guys have no problem talking with me. It's the older guys that struggle to sit down and talk sometimes, unless it's William Yoakley, because that guy will talk anytime. I love that guy. He will talk about racing desert or cross country or UTV. He doesn't care. He just wants to talk.
Yeah, all walks of life, right?
Right. So we've talked a little bit of XC1. Let's talk 4x4.
Yeah.
You had an amazing round 1, came out strong, took some big swings to keep that number 1. Remember, we're going to race one race at a time. This time you get an illness. And is this the best track for this to happen for you, or the worst?
Probably the best one, because I normally get my worst results here. Just this track's always been a pain in my side. Don't know why. Just the last couple, just don't finish well here over the years. I got that just not built for knee deep sand lifts for 2 hours. And that's fine, but I still came in confident and strong. Both the races I was having issues. I was either leading or battling for the lead the last several years in the 4x4 class. So the speed's there and I'm ready for it. And this year I was coming in, strong as ever, coming in off that win. I'm like, all right, we're going to flip the script this year. I'm going to win Florida. That was the mindset. I'm going to flip the script and come in strong. And that was the mindset. Walking the track Friday felt great. And then Friday night just got sick. Don't know what it was. Just head got fuzzy. Felt like my eyes were crossed in my head, and my head hurt so bad it was messing with my stomach. And tried to sleep it off. Woke up Saturday. Nope. Went back to bed. Tried to sleep in as long as I could, and forced myself to get on that starting line. If it was a local or a different year of nationals, I probably wouldn't have raced. Like it was that bad. And just got on the quad, got the starting line, took off, got a really good start. I think I had the pull on the start, but Bert pushed me wide in the first corner and got into the woods like fourth, passed into second. Bert let me by for the lead. Just kind of tried to dust him out in the floor to stay in the first lap, and Landon and Brandon were able to keep me close. Just couldn't get away that first lap. I was like, all right, I'm pitting beginning of lap 2. If I can take this pit and get out of here and I still have the lead, I can ride a wide bike for 2 hours and just hold my pace and see what I can do. And they were both too close at pit, both passed me at pit. I'm like, all right, I'm third, just ride my pace. My body's saying, this is all you got today. This is your pace. So just kind of rode my pace. Mickelson caught me, let him around. I had nothing in me for him. He caught me. I'm gonna let him go that day. So I was riding in fourth. Frazier had an overheating issue, gave me P3 going into that. So Landon was checked out. Landon won by minutes, but a really good ride for himself. And then Mickelson was riding good, and I was able to keep him in sight going into that white flag. And I was like, I can't just lay down and let him take that second. I can see him. And I was just trying to hold that pace the last lap and trying to, maybe just take it up just like 1-2% at a time, just trying to close in that gap. And ended up overexerting myself halfway through that last lap and started throwing up while riding. And just kept riding, just throwing up. And then I started throwing up so bad. I got to a point where I couldn't breathe and ended up going over and taking my helmet off and getting that breath back. And was there for a couple minutes, just trying to gain my breath again, and then gained my breath, got back on the quad and headed to the finish for fourth place in class and 11th overall. Frazier, Raptors overheating issues, caught me at like the 10 mile marker on the last lap. And I'm like, I can't let you get me this late into the day. So I ended up riding a ride bike and helped him to the finish. So got that 4th place. Big
nice. Yeah, that sounds like saving the day. Did you get to talk to any of the other guys in the class afterwards? I know you were feeling bad, so
yeah, I did. I tried to walk around and congratulate everyone. I didn't see Landon and try to congratulate him, but told Haedyn good ride. Told Branson Soulsby, I think it was his first ever 4x4 pro podium. So shout out Branson. Congratulated him, talked to him for a little bit, and then I didn't see anyone else and went on back to the trailer. But they're in high spirits. Mickelson's happy, first podium of the year for him. Branson's first ever podium, and Landon was happy. So
right.
For me. Yeah, I don't think any other big news. Bert got a whole shot. DNR got a whole shot, his first one in a while. And yeah, just wish I was healthy. That's all. But no, good day for, I think, everyone.
So going in, we're going to be talking in a day or two, a couple of days about round 3 coming up. Is there what was the biggest thing that you saw in the group that you're going to have to look out for, or that's just going to break down or shake down in the class? It seems like the competitiveness is broader with more competitors.
Yeah. The more the merrier. I'd love to get as many people as we can in the class. We gained a couple more this year. Brody Living Good coming from the sport quads over to the 4x4 pro class. Cool to see that. It's going to be me, Landon, and Brandon out front until someone steps up. I think Robbie Pecorari is real close with speeds. Just figuring out a few things with him. He's there for the first couple of laps for most races. Mickelson has really strong runs here and there. His last lap is normally his strongest lap. So if you can figure out how to step it up in that early race situation, he might, start stepping in there and having a 4-way battle for the lead. But right now it's me, Landon, and Brandon.
Well, it looks like it's going to be pretty exciting this coming weekend. You need to get healthy. In the XC1 class, do you see a solution for Bryson?
The only person that's going to beat him this year is himself. The only thing, if he gets too complacent with going that speed, if he's used to just riding 85, 90%, like he has been the last couple of rounds, whenever he does have to ride 100%, he might make a mistake or two. But I don't think so. I think that's just speculating. I think Bryson's just very, very strong. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Bryson go 12 for 12 this year.
Really?
Yeah, he looks so. He's at least 10 of 12 in my.
That's an outstanding year. Not that he had a bad year last year, you know.
Well, he had Walker breathing down his neck, splitting the wins with him, right? If Walker didn't exist, Bryson would have won practically every single race. So I see that this year too. Wow. I think he's just a step ahead. Game's too slow for him right now.
Well, he got onto the Phoenix team and, you know, stepped up his whole package with his sponsorship and everything. So that probably even helps him, gives him a little bit more confidence going into each round that, you know, he's set up and ready to race.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got a great thing as far as support goes over there. But as far as I'm aware, it's the same program for him, same parts, a lot of the same parts, a lot of the same setup, just a little bit more support and more of a factory feel maybe. But he's his personal mechanic, from what I understand. Does all of his own work, and still the same with the new team, just new stickers.
Wow. Change a few stickers, but everything else is the same. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I imagine the support's greater. Not knocking on that Phoenix, you know, that change at all. I think that they're giving him more support, but he's like, don't fix what's not broken. This program works for me. Let's stick to it. But I love the support.
He seems like a big, strong kid.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Guy, for sure. Manhandle that full wheel.
You hear them stories of the guy getting off the hay trailer, you know, after he's throwing hay bales all day long, and he's just big and strong, and you know, that's the picture in my mind of this kid. Even though I've never seen him, he just is probably just fierce out there on the track.
Yeah. Just a local Southern Ohio boy, just making it work. He's you know, is religious in the gym, working out and training, and he used to be a lot bigger, and he's slimmed down a little bit of that bulk for racing.
Really?
Or on the cardio end. He used to be even big. He almost be like Levi Cohen. I don't know if you know that name, but big name. Yeah, he almost used to be like Levi Cohen built, but he's slimmed it down a little bit to be more nimble on the bike.
Wow. You know, Cole did real well, and I think that those guys are going to have to do something to pull a rabbit out of the hat, because they can't just let him get away. It's the same with the motocross guys. They just can't let Joel get away. They got to do something drastic to reel him in.
Yeah, it's just one lap at a time. They can't let him get away on the first lap like he has been. They've got to be there on the start, and they've got to be able to hold pace for a lap, and then he'll probably pull away. And then the next race, let's hold pace for a lap and a half, 2 laps, and then he'll pull away. All right, we got that pace figured out, and it's just building that way. I think that's the only way you're going to be able to see it for as long as you can and learn a few things.
Well, out on the West Coast, the 10-time champ, you know, got beat up by the rookie Braxton Gross, who came out and won Havasu, which is the roughest race on the West Coast. You know, Bo Barron, that's the only time I've ever seen Bo have bad luck or struggle is at Havasu. And it didn't disappoint. He was in second, and then third. Another rider had an issue in the water jump. He had to ditch into the water. Bike stalls. And that was kind of the end for chasing the win. He got a good finish, but the 2 rookies on the box in Havasu was unheard of. It was pretty amazing stuff.
Yeah. Anything can happen any given Saturday, right?
Yeah, dude. Any given race day, anybody can win. You know, as long as that green flag flies and everybody takes off the line, look out. Somebody else can win. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, it's cool to see that, you know, that Braxton Gross, I talked to him and his parents a little bit this offseason. They were going to sponsor me a ride to go out and do the Havasu Pro Challenge event, bike, and we just couldn't make the trip happen. So cool to see a name I know out on that West Coast doing well.
Well, you need to bring your carcass out here and race at the end of the year.
Yeah. Like I said, if they throw on another event like that, or if I can get you know, anyone wants to bring me out West Coast to ride for them or something, I'd love to make it happen.
Well, if I had extra bikes, you know where you'd be riding.
Oh yeah, no, I appreciate it, Leonard. No, yeah.
It's just not gonna be a Can-Am, dude. Sorry, it's just not gonna be a Can-Am.
That's fine, and that's fine. I ain't got no sponsor. I ain't got no factory ride. So,
Well,
no, I do one of the Bajas. I'd love to go do like the that Hunt the Wolf out in Romania. That looks like one of the coolest events of all time. Doing the Canada 8-hour, I think, this year. So I'm trying to go out and do different events and get spread that reach. Try some new stuff.
they're having the Kenda race this year too, aren't they?
Absolutely. That was an awesome event last year. Like I said, that was my most memorable event from last year, other than, you know, winning the national championship. But the single race event was that 9-hour of Havoc. It was awesome.
When is
that? June or July, I believe. Don't know the day off the top of my head.
Isn't it going to be kind of cold at that time of year?
Cold? Not no hot. No, it'll be 80, 90. It'll be a hot weekend. It'll be too harsh on us, but.
Oh, come on. It's July. It's not going to be that hot.
Oh, we'll see how it goes. No, it was nice to us this year. It was perfect race day conditions, and I just absolutely love the event. Can't say enough nice things about it. You know, go listen to the podcast. You want to hear more about it.
Right on, because we did a show right after that.
Oh yeah, yes we did. Got the whole spiel on it. So
that's excellent. Hey Cody, I really appreciate your time. I will talk to you in a few days, live Instagram for round 3. Everybody, you can check us out on ATV-TALK, and we'll be the Friday night 6:10 Pacific Standard Time.